Hey guys, Bart from TST Industries here. In this episode of TST Garage, we have a Z650 in the shop with us. We'll be installing the Gen 2 LED Flasher Relay from TST Industries. We actually outfitted this bike with our MEC GTR signals. We've gone away from the incandescent light bulbs of the OEM setup, and we have an LED style signal on the front of this bike. And as you can see, we have a hyperflash situation. Anytime you remove the OEM incandescent light bulbs and replace them with LED lighting, like these signals you see here, or flush mounts or pod signals that have LEDs, or even an integrated taillight, you will cause the hyperflash situation because you're drawing much less current with the LEDs than you would have with the OEM signal lamps. So to remedy this situation, you can either wire in resistors, which you'll need one on each of the signal lamps, front and rear, or you could just change your OEM relay to our Gen 2 LED Flasher Relay, and you'll be set there. This comes pre-configured to the OEM rate of 85 cycles per minute. You can actually slip off the gray cover and access an adjustment method here. There's a potentiometer here. Turning it one way versus the other will speed up and slow down your flash rate. To access this component, the OEM component, it's pretty simple. 4 screws. This panel here comes out. In just a second, I'll show you how to perform this operation and also how to adjust your flash rate. So follow along, let's get started. All right, we will be removing this panel that requires the removal of these 4 fasteners. You actually can see the 2 on this side. They are in the mirror image location on the other side. Key will have to come out for the moment. We will use a 4mm Allen for the disassembly. We do have washers here. There's a steel washer and a clear plastic washer that interfaces with the painted surface. Make sure you retain those. Over in this location, we do have a sleeve washer. Repeat on the right side. Now we'll be able to dislodge our panel here. We'll pop off the ring that goes around our ignition, and by pushing the entire panel forward, we will be clearing these sliding tabs from these captive windows. You can see here, putting them in and back locks them, forward and up unlocks them. Our relay is located right here on a rubber keeper. We will put something underneath it. I like to use my finger, slip it up and clear the keeper. I need to make sure that that rubber keeper either stays on that tab there or comes off with our OEM relay. By pressing this tab down, we'll unlock it from the plug, remove it, and we can plug our TST relay back in. We'll grab the key real quick. Test the flash rate. We have 85 cycle per minute flash rate. If that is not a flash rate that appeals to you, you can slip off this gray cover. Make sure that the circuit stays in there. And you really need to make sure that none of this circuitry touches any of grounding components or anything around here. Keep it isolated, otherwise you may blow up one of these components on board. Power up the system, run our signal, and then we will use a small Phillips screwdriver to go counterclockwise, makes it speed up, clockwise makes it slow down. Now the ultimate limits of that adjustment are pretty silly, so somewhere in the middle will be the best flash rate. Like I said in the intro, this is not a necessary step. These do get sent to you configured to 85 cycles per minute. But since freedom means choice, we like to give you guys the choice. Now to get this cap back on, it does have a slot that accepts our circuit board. Slip that on until it makes an audible click, and then all that remains to be done is pull up on this tab so it retains itself in that position, get that into our rubber keeper that held our OEM relay. And once it's hanging just like the OEM relay was, we can proceed to the reassembly of the panel here. All right, so the reverse order of disassembly will be the mode of reconstruction here. We'll have to have these locks slide in and towards the rear, and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Now when you guys go to put this back, this goes towards the rear of the bike, and 2 mirror image tabs go to the front. These just tab in and snap. Just have to make sure that the ring is actually concentric with your ignition switch, and it'll snap right in. All right, here we go. Took about 5 minutes. We slowed down the flash rate. Now we're flashing really nicely here. Good to go. All right, if you guys like this product, if you're interested in more information, check out tstindustries.com where you can get that info and get it ordered online. We'll see you there.